Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am back with day 13 for Follow a Sketch February, which is through Scrappping Reflections on Facebook and State Goddess on YouTube. And today the sketch is this one. I believe it is a page map. It looks very much like a page map, but I am not sure. It's really blurry down here, so I can't tell for sure, but that's my guess. So it looks like this is either a card or an 8.5 by 11 again. See, we've had a couple of those lately. And so it's neat to try and adjust this for a 12 by 12 layout, which is what I typically work with. I definitely have books that are 8.5 by 11, 8 by 8. I have some that are more obscure in different sizes, so it just depends. But this layout is for my 2020 chronological book, so this will be a 12 by 12. So that is the sketch. And here is the product that I want to use. Can you tell I might be scrapbooking today? You would never know if you went back and looked through my videos that I have and adore my dogs. So there are plenty of layouts that I have created over the course of this past year since I've been doing the videos and sharing my layouts on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And a lot of them incorporate one of my two dogs or my Neff pup. So this is a collection that I bought. I Heart My Dog by Paper Studios, and this is a sticker pack that I bought, and I've been using quite a bit of this, and I've cut some out and sent it to some friends because I don't have a cat. Don't plan on having a cat. No offense to cats, but I'm a dog girl. So I still have some in here, and I wasn't certain if I would want to pull anything from here, but since it is Paper Studios, I thought I would go ahead and stick with it. So I've got this little sticker sheet book, and then I have all of this loveliness, and I've only used a little bit out of here. You can see a couple of these stickers, and I think at least one embellishment is missing. So I've got a bunch of different papers in here, and I think I have at least one of every style. So because, excuse me, in this sketch, there's all these different patterned circles. I have my tried and true Creative Memories circle punches in 4 different sizes. So I thought that I would use those. I considered cricketing, but I decided that I would go ahead and use my circle punches to create these circles as well as maybe the title circle. We shall see. And then using the embellishments and stickers, then the alphas that have come from this paper pack here. And this is the picture that I am scrapbooking. I've got my picture and some stickers. I've got some papers and embellishments. I've got my circle punches and a sketch. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was go through my Paper Studio paper pack from this collection to see if what papers I wanted to use. Not if, because this is I was determined to use, other than a solid, since this paper is not cardstock quality, I wanted just to use the papers from this collection. So I flip through and decide what I want to be my base page, what I want to do my circles with, and I decided that I was going to just use the large circle punch, since that's what's all the way down and looks like they're all the same size. I could have done the large one and then the next step down and kind of layered them, but I didn't really want to do that. So I got this craft paper and trimmed it down to 10.5 by 10.5 so that I would have a pretty thick border of that pinky peach puppy paw print. So I got that down. I did trim my picture by about a not even a half of an inch, maybe a little more than a fourth of an inch at the bottom, just so that it would mat nicely on a 6 by 4 1/4. So the first layer I put down is this fire hydrant paper, and I proceed throughout to continue adding layers. So I didn't add layers to the circles. I ended up making layers on the mat for the picture and layers on the border strip that goes up and down in between the circles. So I start with the fire hydrant paper and this purple plaid stripe, and I like that, but I feel like I want something to go to mat the purple on. So I am done with my circles over there. I cut 3 of each, ended up needing 1 more. There are 5 different patterns, and I needed 16 all together. And so I just needed 1 more of the fire hydrant, which is I punched that out later. And so I cut the fire hydrant paper and thought that could be in the background, and then the next thing up would be the purple. And I'm still drinking my coffee in the middle of the afternoon. So I get that purple plaid, and then I have the fire hydrant, and I layer that up and decide I want a little strip of the puppy paws to go in the middle of the purple. So I get all that done, but it was a little off kilter because of the way I laid it down wasn't even. So I decided to layer 1 more of the Dalmatian black spot paper, and that's a full 12 inches. So I get my T-ruler out because I want the circles to be pretty close. I had considered going a little off sketch and doing kind of like a layered circles, and doing different like up closer to the branding strip in the middle and then further away, and then layering things up. But I changed my mind and decided I really wanted to kind of stick with the way the sketch looks because I like it. And so I did. I went ahead and just went straight up with 8 circles, and I did them in a pattern. And then when I got to the top, I went over the next one on the other side. The top one on the other side would be the next one in the row. Now, because I did it that way, the fire hydrant paper lined up twice. I have no problems with that. Had I alternated, maybe I wouldn't have had that problem, but I didn't care. One of the duplicates is covered and the other one's on the bottom, and it ends up being part of the title, so it's perfectly fine. So I get to the top, and like I said, I'm looking for the next circle in the scheme that I've got going, and I put that down and then just follow down the T-ruler to get the rest of them on. And when I get to the end, I punch out 1 more circle. So I put them, I don't know, about a half an inch apart, the 2 sets of circles, because I knew my strip was 3/4 of an inch, although it ended up being a full inch when I added the last strip to make it a full 12 by 12. So I get that last circle punched out and put down. And I'm really liking the way that this looks because it's in the same kit. It obviously is meant to go together, has all the matching colors. I am not always really good at matching colors, so it's nice to have kits like this, but I can't always afford any of, the big kits. So these $6 kits from Hobby Lobby, especially when they go on sale for $3, are great. So this is when I laid that down and realized it wasn't a full 12 inches and I wanted it to be. So I cut a 1 inch by 12 inch strip of the white and black polka dot. And then I put my strip that now has the polka dot, then the fire hydrant, then the purple plaid, then the little puppy dog paw right down the middle. And it's just layered. And I trim just a smidge off each layer so that it is getting smaller as it goes up. So I get that down right there in the middle, and I like the way it looks. And at this time, my picture is matted on the fire hydrant paper and then on the on the polka dot, the black and white polka dot paper. And I like that, but I kind of feel like there's a couple of places where it disappears. And because it covers 2 of the white and black polka dot pages or papers. So I decided I'm going to mat it on the purple plaid because it only touches one that you can see of the purple plaid. The other one is behind the thing. And if you're not wanting to waste circles, you could totally lay out where you're going to put things and not waste your circles. But I didn't care that much. I can't believe I just said that. I normally am like a major hoarder with the paper. But it's like 3 circles, I think, are completely covered. And I'm not terribly worried. So I tack it down on the left side because I know I'm going to need to tuck something in on the right. Over there on the sketch, you can see there's like a little journaling space and the date and a title. And so I know that I want to put something in that space, even though I don't think it's going to be journaling because I really don't have much to journal about. This is going in a book that won't need a whole lot of explanation. I'll put the date on here, which I do not do before I finish this video and do the close-ups, but I will write that on here. I have to hunt it down in my Shutterfly account. So I take this little white strip of puppy paws and I tuck it in the bottom where it has the, it's close to where the date little thing is. And then I take this I Rough You sticker, even though this is not like anything like our dog. It is still super cute, and I put it kind of in the space where the journaling would be. And then this fur baby puppy paw, I put where it's got the title. And you could make this title the title. You could make I Rough You the title, or I'm going to get the alphas from this kit, and in the bottom left corner, spell out Tink, which is the short name for our dog, Tinkerbell. And no, I do not have that Tinkerbell coffee cup over there on the right side because of her. I've had that cup since 1995 when a very dear friend of mine gifted it to me for my birthday. Yes, I said 1995. I've had that coffee cup longer than a lot of you have been alive. So, oh gosh. So I put Tink on there and then I start to put my stickers away and realize I want to add the and symbol and the letter J because my son's name is Jameson and most of us just call him J. So I put Tink and J down there on the 2 fire hydrant circles so it kind of looks like it was intentional that those are matching up so that the title, looks consistent. So I cover up my pictures and I cover up the majority of the fur baby and the I Rough You. And I get out my mica mists. And these are by Ranger. I have used them quite a bit if you've watched any of my other videos. I love Ranger ink sprays. So these that I used are antique bronze, brushed pewter, and tarnished brass. And then once I get done putting those on there, I do add some Delusions shimmer spray in black marble, which is also by Ranger. I used this combination on almost every layout with Tinkerbell and my Neff Pup packs because it is very close to the color scheme of my puppy and my Neff Pup. So I usually will add those in there. Oh, look, you can see me shaking up my inks. Oh, this is the black, and I love this Delusion Shimmer Spray. It is shiny, shiny, and I just love the way that when you tap it out, you just have no control. It can go, you can kind of control the general area, but you really just have no control. It could go anywhere. So that's why I cover my pictures and anything I don't want ink on. I don't care if it gets on the outside. I don't care if it gets on the circles or everything else. So there is the sketch. Here are the close-ups, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I also hope that you all get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping!